the Vic Theater in Chicago, HBO presents One Night Stand. Starring Allan Havey. Ladies and gentlemen, Allan Havey.
Hello, Chicago. How you doing? All right, man. It's good to be here. Good to be in Chicago. I'm from New York. It's good to be here doing a one-night stand. This is exciting. Love Chicago. The sexiest women in the world live in Chicago. I'm not saying that to get laid. If it happens, God bless you. And they're friendly, too. I mean, you can talk to them. New York women are a little bit pissed off. I guess getting stabbed can do that to you. I don't know. New York women are pissed, man. In Chicago, you can talk to strange women, and they open up to you. I was on, like, Rush Street, Michigan, one of those streets, you know, in Chicago. I was walking, and I saw this woman. I said to her, I didn't know her. I said, pardon me, miss, you know where I can find a bakery? Oh, where did I buy that bread? It was a raisin loaf. I had my husband's car. My car's in the shop. All of a sudden, I'm in a miniseries. I'm a part of this woman's life. You go up to a strange woman in New York, miss, do you know what time it is? What, am I an information booth? Am I wearing a hat? Get away from me. My body is my temple. Rain! Sorry. What's the date today? Anybody know? Sunday. No, I mean the date. The 11th. Thank you, miss. Guys, Sunday. The 11th, yes. Jerk Sunday. The 11th. Yes, it's the 11th because you're adults. You have calendars, you're aware of time. When you're a kid, when you were 10 years old, you didn't need a calendar. When you're a kid, if it wasn't Saturday, it wasn't your birthday, it wasn't Christmas, fuck it. Remember that freedom? You know, you're 10 years old, you know, you want to ride bikes tomorrow? Oh, what is that, the 27th? I know I gotta tease the girls tomorrow, and then I'm throwing up in the afternoon. I don't have any kids. I want to have kids someday. You know, I like younger women, you know. I'm 36 years old, and, 19-year-old women, for me, are perfect. No, it's not my idea. It's a Chinese in ancient culture. No, they say a perfect mate for a man is half your age plus one. I'm 36, half of that 18, plus 1, 19. Bingo. Perfect for me. Because women my age, 36, they're pissed off. They're already pre-pissed, you know? They're already pissed before you meet them, before you get a chance to piss them off. They're already pissed off. Really? No, what? No, it's true. You know, it's like, I want a husband, I want a career, my biological clock, and that's so attractive to a man. You and kids, come on, jump on the love wagon. I don't have any kids, but I have nephews, and it's fun to be an uncle. You know, I'm their Uncle Allan. And sometimes I'm their Uncle Al. And it has that perverted tinge to it, you know? Uncle Al. I buy him cigars, and I buy him bras, you know? They're my nephews, I buy him bras, you know? Put it on the dog, practice taking it off. Believe me, you're gonna thank me later. And they live in Texas, and down in Dallas, and I was down there, you know, working a club down there, and I took the day off of my busy comedy schedule, and I said to my nephews, DJ and Paul, I said, look, anywhere you guys want to go, anywhere at all, I'm going to take you. I'm spending the day with you. Wet and Wild, Uncle Allan, the water slide place on the water slide. Wet and Wild, take us there, yeah. That's the way kids talk. They're excited about everything. So I said, okay, Wet and Wild it is. Can my friends come? 8 of their friends show up out of nowhere. Sure, $10 a pop, why not? Hop in the car, you know. So I get in my sister's van, and I'm driving the car, you know, and I'm driving, and the kids are going, Uncle Allan! All the kids are calling me, Uncle Allan! My nephew's very territorial. Shut up, he's my uncle, he's not your uncle, shut up! And I said, no, don't be like that, they can all call me Uncle Allan. Yay, Uncle Allan, we're all up, yay! Tell us a joke, you're a comedian, tell us a joke. So I told him a dirty joke, tell your mother dinner, wait till there's food in her mouth. Okay. I have a way with kids, you know. So I'm driving the car, and, you know, little Paul, he's sitting there, Uncle Allan, are you going to go on all the water slides with us? I said, sure, I'm your Uncle Al. Yay, I told you he's cool. Now they're arguing. There's something going on. All right, I'll ask him. Shut up, I'll ask him. Uncle Allan, are you going to go on Der Stuka? I say, yeah, aren't you? That's the big slide. Only brave guys go on, like you, Uncle Al. And I see all these kids looking at me like this. I'm getting peer pressure from 8-year-olds. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna go on the water slide. I'll go on Der Stuka. You know, I figure it's a water slide. How bad could it be? Pull into the parking lot. And I see this tower. I can't see the top because there's clouds around it. On low-flying aircraft. Then I see a slide. Has anybody seen this damn thing? Yeah, you've seen it. I figure a slide like that. 80 feet straight down. Goes out like that to a little wet sponge on the end. Is that Der Stuka? Yeah, you little bastards, you know. So I take them on all the slides, maybe they'll forget. You know, I'm banging their head, I'm sticking them underwater, you know, giving them a lot of sugar during the day. And at the end of the day, I'm trying to get them out. You know, at the end, come on, guys, I'm going to take you to Pizza Hut. Uncle Allan, Der Stuka. Pizza Hut, making it great. I'm trying to jingle them out of the park. Kids don't forget. They'll go, Uncle Allan. And they're looking at me like, don't be a pussy. So I said, okay. I'm going to go on Der Stuka, which is German for dumb uncle. So I go over to this thing, and I'm walking. I'm in Dallas. I'm way the hell up there. I can see the arch in St. Louis. I mean, I'm way the hell up there. And I'm the only adult up there. You know, it's all 12-year-old kids, and I'm there with me, my trunks on with the protective webbing hanging down. You know. And the kids are looking at me like, isn't that the guy we saw in the social studies film at school? You know? You remember that film, huh? Watch out for this man. But there's a diagram, and you've seen this, right? You see, there's a diagram that shows you how to lay down on Der Stuka. The diagram is like this. And I'm looking at this damn thing, well, God, you know, what is it? You know, right hand over left hand over right. I'm worried the aerodynamics are so complex, I lift one finger, I'm gonna fucking fly. So I'm in line, ready to lay down for my Der Stuka experience. And there's this Texas teenager, and this is his summer job. Just shoving your body off Der Stuka. With a very apropos send-off, later. So I look at him, you know, he looks down at me and he says, hey, you're a big dude, you're gonna go fast. Thank you very much. He shoves me off, and I go down the Enema Express. Water shooting out of my ears. I hit the bottom. I'm running to the bathroom. I feel a breeze. The guy said, hey, buddy, you left your trunks up here. Stay away from Der Stuka, man. It's weird. Because I have a fear of heights. Especially up there where it's open, you know, I have a fear. I don't have a fear of flying because it's inside. You look out the window, it's like watching on TV, you know. But I have a fear of pilots. Especially these Northwestern guys, we caught them drunk. Thank God we caught the only pilots that got drunk. Boy, are we lucky. I mean, did you hear about the British Airways captain sucked out of the cockpit? This happened, I saw this about 3 months ago on the news. Caught my attention. The first time I ever heard Connie Chung use the word suck and cock in the same sentence, you know, so I really paid attention. What happened is a window broke, and this captain of British Airways got sucked out of the cockpit. Now, the reason the window broke, this was the technical explanation in the New York Times. They put little bolts on the window instead of the big ones. And well, now they got to go back to the guys at the British Airways hangar and tell them, we do what? We put a little boats on. We're not supposed to put a little boats on. Are you sure? We put a little boats on. Sorry. Now, the captain didn't die. He was saved because these two male stewards, bing, bing, came in and grabbed his legs. While the co-pilot landed the plane. Now, the reason the co-pilot wasn't sucked out, he had a safety harness on. The captain did not have a safety harness on. Now, you know the British. You know that pissy attitude they have. You know this co-pilot was giving the captain shit the whole way down. You know? Well, I guess someone remembered to put their safety harness on, didn't they, Captain? Yes, of course, I'm just a lowly co-pilot. You're the captain. I hope I can land the big jello by myself. Of course, the sound of your head banging against the fuselage will be somewhat of a deterrent, but I think I can manage. Now, to me, how did these male stewards, bing, bing, get in there so fast? I mean, usually when you're sucked out of a cockpit, it's pretty fast. You know, was it a slow sucking out? You know, with these guys in first class, what is that, a diet beverage? Oh my God, Ian, he's being sucked out of the cockpit. That's running. No. Somebody was around his ankles. He was getting his cock sucked, he got sucked out of the cock. There was a whole Zen kind of a thing there. Hey, I couldn't pass up that line, folks. Oh, but the captain's retired now. He is, he retired. I guess a little tense, he lived and everything, you know. I guess if you're a captain, you're used to sitting in the chair with the hat on, and you're seeing Heathrow like this, and, you know, you're a little tense. Probably in England right now watching the telly, you know. You know, his wife goes to open the window. Close the bloody window! Close the bloody fucking window! The male steward's still on his legs. We've got you, Captain. Don't worry, we're here. I don't mean to do the stereotypical gay voice, you know, but, well, no, I don't, you know, but you got to do it for comedic reasons, I guess, you know. At least I don't do the exaggerated gay voice, you know, the deck of the Titanic gay. You know, oh my God, the water's so icy. Oh my God, an iceberg. Ah, we're gonna die. You know, I try to. I was at this party in LA about a month ago, and I'm bored. You know, I'm in the kitchen. I'm leaning against the refrigerator. I'm stealing magnets. And this guy comes up to me and he says, "Guess where I just got back from?" I said, "I don't know, surgery." No! You're funny. No, I just got back from Venice, Italy. Oh, really? I've never been to Venice, Italy. You've never been to Venice, Italy. How old are you? Said 36. 36. Get there this instant. So I did. I spread a little wings and I flew away. My first experience, actually knowing gay people, was in college. You know, growing up, you know, it's just like, oh, that guy on the street is a homo. Yeah, I mean, you don't. But dealing with them as individuals, you know, in reality, it was. I went to Florida State University. I was a theater major, and went to college, and you know, and was there, and I got to play my first 2 weeks there. I was excited, having rehearsals, and there was this guy, another actor there, and you know, we kind of became friends. You know, I didn't know the guy. And we're at rehearsals, and he says, "Hey, you want to go to a movie after rehearsal?" I said, "Yeah, it sounds good. We'll relax, you know." So we went to the movies. You know, had a good time. I didn't know the guy. And then after the movie, you know, he said, "Hey, you want to have some dinner?" I said, "You know, I'm strapped. I don't have any money." He said, "Hey, my parents just sent me some money. I'll treat." I said, "Great. You know." So we went to dinner, you know, having dinner, and I don't know. And in the middle of dinner, he says, "What do you want to do after dinner?" I said, "I'm just going to go home and crash, you know." He said, "You want to come back to my place?" No, I'm just going to go home and crash. "Are you sure?" "Yeah." Then all of a sudden, he blossomed. He said, "I'm not going to bite you." I'm thinking, oh, shit. I'm on a date. And I'm the woman. And so I'm trying to, I don't want to offend the guy, but I'm trying to think, well, what bullshit reasons have women given me when I wanted to get in their pants, And I'm like, the time, I gotta wash my hair, my roommate's sick, and then the check comes and he pays for it. I feel guilty. I go, maybe I should fuck the guy. But I didn't, because I'm a Catholic, and Catholics don't do that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, well, all right. I'm not talking about priests, I'm talking about lay people. I hear Jewish guys talking about guilt and stuff like Jewish guys have it made, man. I'm Catholic, we have it tough. What happens if you miss temple? Nothing. You get a receipt, you go back next week. I'm Catholic, I miss Mass, I don't confess it, I burn in hell for an eternity. Any guys here bar mitzvah? Yeah? How much money did you make? Maybe 6 what? 6 grand. 6 grand, maybe 6. No, I'm not Jewish, so I had to ask what? 6 grand. I was confirmed, I got slapped, I got $2, that was it. You have Jewish mothers, they're tough. We had nuns. Nuns were Nazis with breasts, man. And I was raised in Miami. Now you take a woman that's never had sex ever, no intention of having sex ever, wrap her up in wool in that humidity with just her hands and her face showing, you're talking about one pissed off individual. What'd you have to do every time you said Jesus? Bow your head. Who said nod your head? Bow your head. Nod. California Catholic, huh? Jesus, whoa. You had to bow your head. And as good as your intentions were at 8 years old, Jesus, no good, venial sin, hit by a truck, 2 years purgatory max. You had to start on the J, G, and on the S, us. Jesus. To this day, Catholic men have been in church 15, 20 years, but that rule is still with them. You go to a basketball game, oh man, did you see that shot? Jesus Christ, I don't know. Of course, the guilt, I don't know about Jewish kids, but the guilt, when you're a young Catholic boy, 11, 12 years old, coming into puberty, becoming aware of your body, alone in your room. See, women laugh, but guys, you get near the topic of masturbation, and it's, guys are like, ha ha. I started when I was like 8 years old. Is that early or late? I don't know. It was right on time for me. I didn't call it masturbation. I didn't know what it was. I just called it my mini vacation. At 8 years old, you have no money, you have no car, you have no house in the country. What do you have? You have a bath towel, a little free time, Mom, Dad, I'm going away for 20 minutes, that's it. And I knew it meant naked women. I didn't know what sex was, what went where, who apologized to who at 8 years old, but I knew it meant naked women. Doing my homework, fixing my bike, helping me find the hidden animals in the Highlights magazine. So I would try to find pictures of naked women. Now, we had no Playboys or Penthouse in my Catholic household. Penthouse, I can't look at now. Penthouse is too damn close. The camera's too close. You open a Penthouse, what is that, a sunset? So as a kid, I would try to find any kind of erotica, McCall's lingerie ads, a simplicity pattern I'd laid out in the bed. I would get the Land O'Lakes lady from out of the refrigerator. Aunt Jemima, the sun-made raisin. On a bad day, the Quaker Oats guy, He had long hair, he kind of looked like a chick, And I still feel guilty when I masturbate. You feel guilty when you masturbate? No, don't laugh. I'm sorry. Is there anybody here that doesn't masturbate? Thank you very much. Okay. About 4 weeks ago, I was in New York, I was masturbating. It was a Wednesday afternoon, partly cloudy. Hey, I'm opening up here. I'm on television, come on. I still feel guilty when I masturbate. I'm masturbating, so, in the afternoon. And my dog comes into the room. So I stop and pretend I'm fixing the clock radio. You know, I felt guilty, and I stopped. I said, what? I'm an adult. This is a dog. I can masturbate. But my dog is... You know, he's giving me that little doggy judgmental look. And hey, you know, I'm a dog. I drink out of the toilet. I eat garbage. What the hell is that? You know? Don't give me that look. Don't you give me that look. This woman's looking at me like I'm with my boyfriend, but if I wasn't, I'd be on you in a minute. Don't give me that look. It's sad but true. I like younger women. You know, older women hit their peak at 35. 35, their sexual peak, 35 to 45. Women, you know, that is an incredible peak. It's not a peak, it's a plateau. It's just a long time. Guys hit their peak, what age, ladies? Tell us. 18, you have it written down at home, don't you, huh? 18, guys, happy birthday to you. Down hell next day. Have you ever been out with a woman 35 to 45? No, you haven't. You have, sir. You'd like to, okay, then listen. Listen, because it's very important. I mean, younger women are kinky. I mean, no, they are. You're laughing. No. 19, okay, all right, again, I'll use myself as an example. About 3 months ago, I'm in San Diego, make love to this 19-year-old girl. And incredible blonde hair, leather outfit, great body. I'm a people person. And you know, we made love and it was great. About 20 minutes later, I was ready again, you know, statistically. And she says to me, she goes, let's get kinky. I said, well, you know, I'm really not into kinky sex. I'm not. As long as I have my clothes off and I'm in bed jeepers, I'm happy, you know. And she goes, no, let's get kinky. I said, well, what, you're the milkmaid on the farm? I gotta get a hoe and a hat? What? No, she goes, no, I want you to be my master. I want to be your slave. Make me do something, and if I don't do it, spank me. So I sent her out for a pizza. Oh, anchovies, naughty girl. No, if you've never been out with someone 35 to 45, you've got to know what's happening. It's a totally different thing. Their orgasms are incredible. Now, you know. This guy knows. Married men know this. Now, once again, and I hate to do this, I'll have to use myself as an example. I was 23, 24 years old. I first moved to New York. A party there my first week. I met this woman at the party, 37 years old, Jewish, an attorney, like all first for me. And we're talking. She said to me, "Would you like to go out sometime?" I said, "Well, yeah, I'm going outside after the party." She said, "No. Would you like to go out and have dinner?" I said, "Well, yeah, I could afford you to take you to Wiener World, you know." And she goes, "No, I want to take you out." It was very hip at that time. Older women, younger men, Donahue, be there. So, you know. I said, yeah, okay. So we went out to this beautiful restaurant, you know, napkins, silverware, everything, and had a great dinner. You know, at the end of dinner, had brandy, and I never had brandy before, so I don't know what to do. So I pretend I'm Sebastian Cabot. You know, I'm just kind of rolling it around. You know, it hits the flames. There's a fire. Ha 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 ha. The firemen leave, and she says, "What do you want to do after dinner?" I said, "I don't know. What do you want to do?" And I was expecting that verbal volleyball. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want? She said, "Let's go back to my place." I went, "Yeah!" Oh, yeah. I wasn't expecting it, you know. So I go back to her apartment, beautiful New York apartment. This apartment had like other rooms, you know. And a bed that's always a bed. You know, it doesn't fold up. It was amazing. It was a bedroom, a room for a bed. It was amazing. So we're on her couch and we're kissing, and it's amazing. She's 37. I mean, I'm 23, 24. Listen to me now. And I start unbuttoning her blouse, and that's when the little games begin. You know, that little feigned resistance. Stop. She doesn't mean it, but stop. Yeah, you're laughing because you pulled this shit before, baby. So I stop, and she goes, oh, stop. And I take her blouse off. She has jeans on. She has a teddy on. Now, I'm trying to take it off, but I don't realize it's connected underneath. So I'm yanking this song. And she's going, I'm thinking, my God, she's having an orgasm. I got to get in there and take credit for this. You know, I was like, pulling. She's going, Teddy. I said, no, my name is Allan. I take it off. We're making love. And it's incredible. Her heels are banging me on the head. You know, my childhood is coming back to me. The Land O'Lakes ladies rowing by. Aunt Jemima with a stack of buttermilks. So take my advice. If she's between 35 and 45 and you start to hear that, grab onto the saddle horn, wrap the rawhide around your hand. You're there for the fucking ride, man. You're like a pilot fish on a whale. You're not going anywhere. See, men have an orgasm, and it's over. They know when they're done. Men have an orgasm, the bus stops, you get out, the ride is over. Women that age, you don't know when they're done. They don't know when they're done. Nobody knows when they're done. They will shake and shiver on the bed like a car with bad gasoline after you turn the engine on. You go out, you get a sandwich, you come back, This guy knows what I'm talking about, and you're gonna find out. Hey, you've been great. Thank you very much.
HBO presents Allan Havey, starring in a command performance on One Night Stand. And now, here's Allan Havey. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Great to be here. You know, I'm from Miami originally, and I've been taking cabs a lot. It's kind of weird because I'm used to driving, but I like taking cabs because when I drive, I get pissed off. When I take a cab, I pay somebody else to get pissed off for me. Now you get into a cab, like, here's my money, you get pissed off. And they do. You son of a bitch, you busted. And you're in the back seat. Tell him, baby. Tell him. Hey, look at that guy over there. That guy cut you off. Thank you very much. You ass. You big ass thing. You're an ass thing. That's why I love foreign cab drivers when they first get here. They don't know how to curse yet. It's it's like, you son of bastard. You shit foot, you mother caca-doodle douche basket. Come here, piss on my nose. Piss on my nose, right down my nose. Bastard. Ah, that's the stress. The stress of living in the city. Miami, New York, LA, we ever live in the city, you know. And everybody flips out. We all flip out. You're a normal person, you're a regular person, but, you know, you're in line at the bank, you're having a regular day, but suddenly you snap. You know, hey, buddy, first time on the cash machine? You know? And then you pull back and you're normal again. But there are some people who don't pull back. They just stay in that mode, and you see them on the street. You know, Roosevelt killed my wife, you son of a bitch. I remember J. Edgar Hoover when he was a child, and I know. You know. Last time I was in Miami, I was here last March. A buddy of mine was getting married. Came down. I'm on Miami Beach, beautiful day, sunshiny day, waves, suntan lotion, everything. And this guy is walking down Miami Beach, 2 paper bags. It's raining on my furniture. It's raining all over my furniture. And I'm thinking, how did he get there? How did he get like that? You know, I don't think I'm better than him. I just think I haven't Snapchat. He probably started out like you and me. Have a nice day. But then he wound up at, it's raining on my furniture. What was that trip like? I mean, it was just like, hi, have a nice day. What's your name, Betty? My name's Bob. You want to go out? Okay, let's go out. Let's go out. Hey, this is great. Let's go out again. Hey, let's go out again. Hey, I dig you. Let's go out again. Hey, let's go out again. Hey, I love you. You love me? Let's move in together. Hey, we're living together. This is great. Your toothbrush goes there. It's working out. Let's get married. I do. We're married. This is great. I got a wife. I got a job. We got a baby. My wife and I had a baby. It's great. My wife put on weight. I put on weight. We don't make love as much anymore because we got the baby now. I'm working hard at the baby. My wife and I hardly make love, but we have another baby. We hardly make love. We got 2 babies now. We got 2 babies. I'm working overtime. The in-laws, well, 2 babies. Yeah. My wife and I never make love anymore, and it really pisses me off. And I'm working hard at work, and I go home to the babies. My wife and I never make love, and I go to hell. Oh, no, not you, boss. I'm sorry. I'm having sexual problems. I'm fired. Honey, I'm fired. Oh, sleeping with the neighbor. Sleeping with the neighbor. Oh, great. Your Honor, I want a divorce. No, I don't have a job. Oh, she gets a house. Oh, she gets the kids. Oh, great. Now I got to move to a little apartment, man. And I hate it. And I can't find a job. And my life sucks. And no, I can't pay the rent. Go ahead. Evict me. Evict me. Now I'm out in the street with my furniture. And it's raining. It's raining on my furniture. How the hell did that happen? It can happen so quickly. That's the thing about it. That's why I love living in cities, though. I still love to live in that. I love that stress. I love that tension, you know? I mean, I love Miami. I love New York. I love Los Angeles. It's the middle of the country that scares the hell out of me. That's where all those weird murders happen. Because people have time to think. What will we do today? You read about it in the paper, grandmother found in deep freeze. I thought she was a pot roast, says perplexed son-in-law. You know. I drove cross country from New York to San Francisco, and I stopped in Nebraska because I had to, you know. And like an idiot, I took the scenic route. I guess I had this great need to see corn. I don't know, but I'm in the middle of nowhere, pull into a gas station, you know. Bing, bing. Remember those days? Bing, bing. And the guy would actually run out. And the guy's running out. I go, what's the place on fire? What's he running out for? Oh, yeah. Oh, he's going to put gas in my car. Wow, you know? And the guy comes out and he goes, hey. You're from New York, ain't you? Yeah, how'd you know? License plate. Oh, you got me there. Just put the gas in the car. Hey. A lot of weird people in New York, huh? Yeah, you'd have to wait in line. Would? No, just put the gas in the car, man. I'm never going to New York. I'm afraid I might get murdered. I hate that. You're not going to get murdered in New York. I mean, you might, but what are the odds? There's 8 million people there, 8 million. There's always somebody to hide behind or shove in front of you. You're in Nebraska, you're sticking out like a sore thumb. You're begging for someone to mess with you. I mean, see, that's what I like about New York. You get that aggression out. You're a farmer. How do you release tension at the end of the day? You can't. You don't. You're stuck. You're dead. But in New York, you walk down the street, you know, don't bump into me. Look what I said. Where's my train? Taxi Benny. He's got a gun. So you get it out. You get it out. You sit on a tractor in a cornfield for 9 hours. You've got to take a chainsaw to somebody. Just don't touch anybody, you'll be okay. You can touch people in Miami. You're in Miami, you're in a line, somebody gets in front of you. Excuse me, sir, touch, tippy-tatch, touch. You can touch people in Miami. Don't touch anybody in New York. Somebody gets in front of you in a line, let him go. Give him that 3 minutes of your life. You don't know what he's holding, what kind of day he had, how much lithium is in his bloodstream. And, excuse me, sir, touch. Oh my God, a knife pointed, I mess up, it's over, you're dead, that's it. There's no capital punishment in New York. You have capital punishment in Florida, don't you? Oh, yes, you do, yes. The capital punishment capital of the world, man. The chair, what do you call the chair here? Sparky, you know it, an aficionado back there, yeah. A lot of states now, they want to have lethal injection. They say it's more humane. I don't believe in capital punishment, but if you're going to do it, do it. Hang them, shoot them, gas them, fry them. Or, if you want to make it more humane, I say, surprise them. I mean, they live on death row. They got to be expecting it, kinda. You know? Middle of the night, 3 in the morning. Butch, governor said no. But I mean, inject him. Who's the executioner going to be? A registered nurse, right? Black hood, a little white cap. Good morning, time to die. Do you want it in the fanny or the arm? I wonder, before they inject these guys, do they wipe their arm with alcohol? We don't want to infect you. We just want to kill you. I read a guy in Indiana got shot in the head. He was talking in the movies, and somebody shot him in the head. And I said, good, maybe he'll think next time he talks in the movie. Because I hate people that, don't you hate people that talk in the movies? And they're not even talking about what's on the screen. You know, they're like, oh, we have sheets like that at home. Shut up, man. I went to see, a couple years ago, I went to see Sex, Lies, and Videotape with my ex-girlfriend. I was seeing my ex-girlfriend. We broke up, but we were having sympathy sex. You know, that's like, have you found anybody else? No. Have you? No. Wah, wah, you know. So we went to see Sex, Lies, and Videotape. We're watching the movie, you know, and this woman behind us, every 10th line, she starts to repeat and comment on. You know, oh, on the sofa with the thing. Oh, iced tea. I like it too. You know, but I Zen master this out because I had that ability. But my ex-girlfriend, very sweet, non-confrontational, turns around and says, excuse me, could you keep it down, please? And this woman sticks her face into our aisle like claymation, like a, I'm sorry, do I know you? I'm thinking, oh, shit, I got the penis, I got to do something here, right? So I get out, I said, miss, could you keep it down, please? I think I can laugh when I want to laugh. You know, she's one of these, like, pseudo-lesbian performance artist, cappuccino, you know what I mean? She's like, she's got a beret and vagina earrings on. She's like, I think I can laugh when I went to laugh. I said, yes, but you're talking. I think I can just discuss cinema. Why don't you move? No, I'm not going to move. I got my refreshments. I pissed out my territory. I'm going to go get the usher. So I get the usher. I wake him up. I bring him down. And the usher says, lady, you're going to have to keep it down. She starts giving the usher shit. I wasn't talking. These were the people that were talking. At this point, I can't enjoy the movie anymore. So I say to myself, to hell with it. I'm taking everybody with me. You know that feeling you get when you know what you're going to do? Nobody else does, but they're going to find out real soon. I just opened my legs and I said, shut your mouth, go home and watch cartoons, you bitch! It was so loud, people on the screen turned. You know, hey, we're doing a movie up here. Got my money back, true story. And got back together with my ex-girlfriend. Because we bonded, we had a scene. You know, it was great. That's when you have the best dates, when you do something together. That's why Charles Manson had so many girlfriends. He had projects for them. You know, they worked together on things. Yeah. As I hate to date, man. I hate to date. You ever been on a death date? Like a death date, 20 minutes into the date, you realize you made a huge mistake. You have another 3 hours with this nitwit. And you'd rather be doing anything. Laundry, logarithms, waiting for your luggage at the airport. I would rather be out at the airport going, no, that's not it. No, it looks like that, but that's not it. And women go on more death dates than men, don't you, ladies? Women, oh, yeah, you're on a death date tonight, huh? No. But you see women on death dates, they're in a restaurant, their silverware's rattling off the plate, the guy will not shut up. Who's he talking about, ladies? Himself, yes. My father owns the company, but I would have made vice president anyway. Salad, croutons, anchovies flying out of his mouth. I was in a popcorn line at the movies, and I saw this couple. I could tell it was a first date and a last date because it was a death date. I mean, the guy would not shut up, and the woman's visibly just right about to flip out, you know. And I'm behind the woman, giving the guy the international male signal, you know, shut up or you're not going to get laid sign. And he was just relentless. Would you like some popcorn? Would you? Would you like butter on your popcorn? Actually, it's not butter, it's butter flavoring. I was reading an article. Relationships, man. Easy to start. A lot of people say, oh, it's tough to get in a relationship. No, easy to start, tough to end. If you get out of a relationship when it was time, you would save like 15 years off your life. And women, when they break up with men, they'll give you a million reasons why they broke up. Well, he wasn't romantic enough. He didn't share things with me. He turned into a jerk. You ask men why they broke up with women. They'll tell you the same thing. She went nuts. That's it. She went nuts. And other men will accept this. I know what you mean. It happened to me. A buddy of mine broke up with his girlfriend. I said, what happened? She went nuts. I said, no, what happened? She went nuts. No. What happened? I slept with his sister. She went nuts. Women complain that we don't communicate. Men communicate great, especially with each other. Like this guy down here. How you doing, buddy? Good. He gave me the guy nod. You know, that's hi. That's what two guys do. Two guys get on an elevator. They don't know each other. One guy goes, hey. Other guy, hey. That's a guy nod. That's a nod that says, I'm a guy. You're a guy. Hey. You're in a restaurant, you know, your girlfriend's bitching at you. You look over at another table, there's a guy there like, hey. Guy nod. I wanna get married, you know, it'd be nice. I don't have any kids. I'd like to have kids someday, not yet. They still, you know, play around a little bit, have some fun, hit the road. I have a nephew. I have a lot of nephews. I have a nephew, Adam, lives in Florida, 4 years old, is retired. And I came down to visit him, and I had to take him to the movies. I didn't have to, I wanted to, you know, but it's such a drag putting a kid in the car now, because you have to use that child protection seat. You know, strap them in, get the spine lock on, you know, hold them up there. We didn't have this when we were kids. We slid around on the back seat. We hit the transmission hunt. We hit the front seat. We hit the lock. We rolled out in the traffic. We dodged cars. We waited on the side of the road and ate grasshoppers till our parents realized we weren't in the back seat. They came back and got us. We were men, you know. So anyway, I get my nephew in the back, you know, and he's all locked up in there, and he's all excited. He's going to see Beauty and the Beast, and he's going, Uncle Allan, Beauty and the Beast. I want the Beauty and the Beast in the castle. Yeah, I know. And the Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, I know. And then the castle. All right, I know. You're going to see the Beauty and the goddamn Beast. We're going to see them. They're there. We'll Beast and we'll Beauty together. Just shut the hell up, you know. So I'm driving. There's silence, you know. Uncle Allan, guess what? I go, what? I got a penis. You know, I guess he just found out that week. You know, he wanted to share. You know how kids are. They want to share the knowledge, you know. But in typical male ego, knee-jerk reaction, I said, yeah, well, I got one too. And it's pretty damn big, I want to tell you. I didn't say that. Yes, I did. So we go to the movies, you know, and I'm paying for the movies. I ask him for money. He looks at me like he has none. You know how kids, they always hold back. And we're going through the lobby, and he's like, Uncle Allan, I gotta go pee, and you gotta come with me because I need an adult supervision. I said, well, that's very good, Adam. You know, he's a pretty hip kid, so, you know, we walk into the bathroom with him, and I'm watching him, and he's unbuckling his belt, and he's having some problems. So I leaned down, I said, Adam, would you like me to help you? I can do my penis myself! And people pop up, they run in. I'm standing there like, okay, my nephew. Me being your uncle with proper identification will just watch, you know. So he whips it out. Well, he doesn't really whip it out. He's 4 years old, you know. It's not really a whip. It's more like a pink, you know. And He's standing about 4 feet away from the urinal. And I'm laughing. I go, Adam, you really got to get it. I know what to do. Zip! I mean, like a laser line of urine just from his penis to... Now I drop on the floor. Brrr. I'm amazed, man. I'm blown away. I'm 37. I got to stand with my head against the wall. Now, I'm praying to Isaac Newton for gravity, man. You know. Oh, he's 4 years old. He's got that 88 penis. I got the 54, you know. And they don't make them like the 54 anymore, boy. They got the fins in the back, all that dash up there. Lots of room to move around in. I hope I get married someday. Broke up with my girlfriend about 3 months ago. It works, guys. It's like having a puppy. I broke up. Oh. Broke up, well, the reason I broke up, I caught her faking an orgasm. And she was faking an orgasm, and I knew it, and I got out of bed, went to the other side of the room. She's like, oh. Meryl Streep, I'm over here, huh? Why do women fake orgasms? Why? I mean, why? Some guy's banging your head against the headboard, you know? Oh, gee, how do I get him to stop? Oh, I know. Whee! What's he gonna do next time in bed? He's gonna bang your head against the headboard. Hey, worked last time. Ba, 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 ba. You gotta have safe sex. If I'm talking about sex, it's a politically correct thing to say. Safe sex, gotta wear a condom, gotta wear a condom. I hate condoms. Do they feel good, men? Oh, come on. Men, do they feel good? Thank you. Making love with a condom on is like eating steak with a balloon around your tongue. I mean, you know, you can feel it, but you can't taste it, man. Actually, I put a rib condom on once, inside out. I felt great. I just stood there. You know, my girlfriend said, come to bed. I said, no, I'm okay, you know. Give me some potato salad and the cable guide. I'm good for the afternoon. Safe sex, safe sex. Dr. Ruth says the safest form of sex is mutual masturbation. And I was on her show and I asked her about that. I said, well, what the hell, what is mutual masturbation? Mutual masturbation. I said, what is that, like when you masturbate and watch each other? Because I'll try anything once, twice, or 3 times, you know. She said, no. Mutual masturbation is when you masturbate each other at the same time, bringing you to a simultaneous, yeah, right. You and the Army Corps of Engineers couldn't choreograph that, baby, I'm telling you. See, women can't do this for men. Men can do it for women, because women give those explicit Cecil B. DeMille directions. You know, like, to the right, to the left, that's it. Up, harder, orgasm, and cut. That's a print, you know. But women cannot do this for you. Men, this is something you have perfected over the years. You know the velocity, the angle, you know the longitude and the latitude. And you know this from high school. Remember in high school you were making out in your dad's car, and it was like great, you were with your girlfriend, and you were wonderful, and you loved them, and the windows were steamed up, and you knew you weren't going to have sex, but you begged her. What did you begged her for? Release. I need release. It must come out of my pants. And she's like, no, I don't. Please, just touch it. Just touch it. Just touch it. Just. Please. No, please. And, okay, I'll touch it. Oh, thanks for the enthusiasm, you know. And you would try to guide her verbally to your climax. You're like, okay, yeah, a little faster. No, a little slower. A little faster. That's it. Don't switch hands now, God damn it. No. Give me my penis. This is how you do it. And I came, and good night, you know. But you don't want to assume you're having sex anymore. That's another thing. When you date women, I've been dating this woman for about 3 weeks this fall. And you don't want to assume. We went out on 3 dates and, we didn't have sex. And I wasn't assuming. I wasn't, I wanted to, of course. But, we go back to her apartment. We're in her place. I'm not assuming. We're gonna have sex, you know. Be careful. I go into the bathroom, you know, spritz my pits, a little talcum in the shorts in case, you know. And I come out of the bathroom, and the lights are low, music is on, the candles are lit, and she's on her black leather Scandinavian couch in her bra and panties. Pink with white trim for you guys who are keeping score. And, you know, I'm an adult, you know. I just look at her, you know, and I say, "Ah!" And I take my pants off, but I leave my shoes on for comfort and traction, you know. Well, I don't want to get rug burns on my feet, you know how it is. And I'm like, "Come on, let's go, let's go." And she goes, "Aren't you going to wear a condom?" I said, "No, I had an AIDS test, everything is okay. Besides, I'm a Catholic, it's against my religion. Let's go, let's go, let's go." Well, what if we mix blood? What if we mix blood? This is not going to be a voodoo ritual here. Let's go, let's go. What if you have a cut on your penis? What if I have a what? What if you have a cut on your penis? A cut on my... I haven't thought of that, you know, I mean... Guys, and just the guys now. How many times in your lifetime have you cut your penis? Huh? Oh, I know myself 2 or 3 times a week. I'm always banging it into something. You know how that penis gets in the way, you know. You know, you're making a salad, or whoop, cut my penis. You're mowing the lawn, you know, oh, my penis slipped under the mower. How did that happen, huh? Honey, do we have any penis Band-Aids? We're all out. Oh, damn. I don't let a knife or a blade get anywhere near my penis. I'm funny that way, you know. Even when I shave, it's up, you know, it just... I tell you, man, you know, I ran into an old buddy of mine who lives down here in Miami, and he's been married for about 5 years, and he's got a couple kids, and things are going great. So I talked to him, because I want to know about this marriage thing. Because, I'm concerned about it. A lot of marriages don't work. I said, "How's it going?" He goes, "Oh, it's going great. You know, I got the kids, a wife." And I said, "Well, I don't want to get personal, but sexually, how is it going still?" He goes, "Oh, it's sex is on a whole level. It's a whole new level kind of a thing. It's a level that," he said, "You know, we're intimate, you know, we make love, we don't have oral sex as much, but, you know, it's a level." I go, wait, back up. You don't have oral sex? No, but I don't miss it. If I get married, I want to have oral sex. I love oral sex. I love to give it. I love to receive it. I'm a Christian. It's the way I am, you know. And I know a lot of guys complain about not getting enough oral sex. And women, if you don't get enough oral sex, you get your own HBO special. You come up here, tell your story. But, I mean, it was like, there are 3 types of women who will give a man oral sex. First type, guys, she likes to give it to you as much as you love to receive it. And if you meet a woman like that, you marry her today. Love will follow, trust me. Oh. Second type of woman, you know, she doesn't like it that much, but she knows you enjoy it, so she'll do it for you. She's like a Mother Teresa of fellatio. She's very charitable. Third type of woman doesn't want to do it, doesn't like to do it, but it's like emptying the garbage. If she doesn't, somebody else is going to. There's going to be an argument. She might as well. Now, a lot of women want to know, what's the big deal about oral sex? Why do men like oral sex so much? Well, I'm going to tell you. First of all, you get to sit down. This is my favorite sexual position. I'm not going to bang my head. I'm not going to pull a muscle. I mean, I like missionary. I like doggy style, but I'll take lazy boy any day of the week. And as the male, I'm able to watch for predators. No saber-toothed tiger's gonna sneak up on us, honey. You go right ahead. Now, guys, have you ever had this sick thought? You're in your living room, and you're receiving this joyous gift of love, which is what it is, and you look over on the coffee table, and you see the remote. And If I could just hit the power and the mute button, I'm home free, baby. Hey, you've been a great crowd. Thank you very much. Good night. Thank you.